Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Bridget, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Bridget's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give her while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Bridget's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. Bridget is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first exercise they're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Bridget are taking off doing that now. The command is Bridget, heel. We've also incorporated into this an automatic sit, as you see right there. Whenever Fred stops his feet, Bridget will sit. There's another automatic sit. It's important during the heeling exercise that Bridget walks at your pace on your left-hand side. She shouldn't pull ahead or lag behind. There's another automatic sit. We're going to demonstrate our stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred is going to use the open flat of his left palm about an inch or so from Bridget's muzzle and the one-word firm command to stay. He'll then walk out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to practice at home, starting at a low increment of about a minute and building your way up to about 3 to help build Bridget's self-control and maturity. When Fred returns back to Bridget, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back into left-hand heel position. She remains seated throughout. He gives her a little praise and they're off heeling again. We're going to demonstrate some more of the heel, the sit, and the stay for you. There's the sit.
Stay.
Gives her the stay again. Get out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back to Bridget, Fred will demonstrate the recall or the come command. Call Bridget into you using her name in a nice tone. She comes in, sits right in front of you, and then we have an exercise called the finish. And Bridget will heel around the back of Fred and right back to left hand heel position, seated nicely.
Stay.
Demonstrate it one more time. Whoop.
Stay.
It's important to follow through with your commands. If she starts to break one, you repeat it. Use the word no first, followed by a correction, and then repeat the command. You see that time she stayed, he called her in, and now she'll do the finish again by heeling around the back and right back to left-hand side heel position. It's a good time to remind you should be practicing all of your commands. About 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice them inside and outside your home and incorporate them into your daily life, just to keep all the commands fresh in Bridget's mind. Now we're going to show you our down commands. The first one is down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives her a stay and out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to help build her self-control and maturity. You can start at about 3 minutes and build your way up to about 5. And when Fred returns back to Bridget, he's going to walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay and right back into heel position on the left-hand side. And she remains down throughout the entire exercise, and they're off heeling again. We're going to demonstrate that again for you. Gives her the down and the stay, and out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back to Bridget, he's going to demonstrate that recall command again. Calls her in, she comes in, sits right in front, and then she'll perform the finish again by going around the back of Fred and right back to left-hand side heel position. And give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. You're going to leave her in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the training leash. The down from a distance is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command. Fred will drop Bridget into the down from the end of the training leash.
Yeah.
And then he'll return back to her by walking all the way around again and back into heel position. Okay, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands that Bridget has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Bridget, and thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.